Yes, welcome to the press conference for the Shore Shore Race 2 Sidecar race. In third place we have Conrad Harrison and Mike Aylott. In second place we have Dave Molyneux and Patrick France. And the winners, Tom and Ben Birchall. Conrad, brilliant conditions out there today. Maybe a bit too hot in some cases, but you just got to have you got to take the opportunity when you get them, don't you, for these great races?
He got a bit hot last few, but it's a bit hot for an old bloke anyway. Might be hot for a young lad. It was hard last lap.
And another 100.
Nobody makes you do it.
Nobody makes you do it, but are you still enjoying it?
Yeah, I just love it. I feel so grateful. I'm here again.
And showing the
last few years, I've had some good runs, to be honest. Yeah.
And showing the young fella how to do it still. He's not got onto the podium yet.
I don't think that'll be long. He's going to get one better than me. It's obvious just to annoy me.
And so, Mike, you're going to get him into a winter training session for next year.
Yeah, I'll try and get him a bit fitter for next year, and then he might be able to go further than one lap.
Get him running down to the chippy. You get him running down the chippy.
Yeah. We'll have him running down the chippy and running back.
And what's this all about the TT triathlon? I mean, you've got to be fit to be a passenger around here. Is this practice for the TT triathlon, or are you?
I started doing triathlons originally just to improve my fitness. For doing this, really got into it. Started training with a local tri club and decided to do an Ironman, which I'll be doing in about 3 weeks' time on 30th of June. Trying to raise money for Help for Heroes.
Not tempted, Conrad?
No, joking. Nearly 50, aren't we? We can't do that.
I'm not sure I can yet.
Oh, well, you'll find out, won't you? And third place then, Conrad Harrison and Mike Aylott.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Our second place man, Dave Molyneux, you've had a busy week since the race on Saturday. As you were telling Chris before the race, you've been sort of pulling your hair out, trying to work out what's going on. You made improvements. As we saw, the Sulby speed track time's still a bit down, but there were improvements there. Something to build on for next year?
Yeah, I'm happy to stick with the same setup, that's for sure. I'll get some bits made that are within the rules and give it another shot. I feel like we're definitely riding as good as ever, and yeah, I'm happy to be here. This is a good result, real good result to be. These guys are world class. This is it. This is like being a MotoGP race. That's the standard in our field, and yeah, I couldn't be more delighted for Ben and Tom. It's brilliant. I know as a kid, in 1996, he was hanging around my garage, and yeah, he's lived it and breathed it. So it's
he's been learning
great feeling for him.
You've done a lot to move on the sidecar racing at the TT. You've moved forward in all sorts of different ways, but it just shows how difficult the challenge of the TT is, really, doesn't it? That you, having won 24 years ago, are still learning little things about what you can do technologically.
You never stop learning. We chose a package this year where we thought it would be probably a bit more competitive than it is. That's a bit bad to say, really, but it's. Yeah, you never stop learning. I'll just keep battling away at it. I enjoy it, so that's why I'm doing it.
And Pat, you were telling Chris there, and you're expecting another one this year. No word on that yet, then?
No word on that, no, not yet. She hasn't told me anyway. I don't think she'd tell me anyway. She'd just crack on and do what she's got to do. But no, that's due today. So I'm flying home in the morning, just go and make sure everything's still all right at home. So she sent you over here, get her out of the hair, has she? Yeah, I think she's enjoyed it, actually. I thought I'd been in doghouse a bit more than what I have been over the last fortnight, but no, everything's been good. So.
And enjoyed yourself out there today, then?
Yeah, it was a really good race. Myself and Dave, we rode as hard as what we could, and we saw the pit boards, and it was sort of the same gap from the end of the second lap all the way to the end of the race then, and we rode so hard on that last lap round the corners. There were corners that we were taking flat in top that we haven't done in all fortnight. But it wasn't enough. Ben and Tom are great riders, they're the world champions, and all credit to them. They've come here and they've learned the craft over the last few years, and fair play to them. I can't be happy for them.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Dave Molyneux and Patrick France. Well, has it sunk in yet?
What? No way. I don't think it will for a long while. You know, I think Dave's just about said it all. We've been coming here since we were eggs, and just camping and growing up around it and watching it. And you know, somebody asked me yesterday who my hero was at the TT, and it was Dave Molyneux, and you know, still is. I still know he's got a lot left in his box, and to have raced him today and beat him, you know, it's incredible, and that means as much to me as anything else. He's the man around here. Everybody knows that, that's for sure. I just want to say a massive thanks to Klaus and his team, which is now our team. We joined together, us and Andy Mitchell, and joined Klaus last year, and he's just brought us on. He's saved me 5 or 6 years, definitely. And this week was tough. We didn't have much track time, and you know, he sat me down and he talked to me quite hard and said, "You're not revving it enough, and you need to keep it flat out here and flat out there." And I was like, "That's easy for you to say."
Apologies for the language there, but
well, you know, he was right, and that's just, we unlocked it. We unlocked it in the first race. I made a mistake. It's down to me, nobody else. And we just felt that we could carry it on into this one, and we did. You know, fair dues to Tom. I went just knocking 3 and 4 seconds off on each sector, and you know, it's not easy for a passenger to suddenly speed up to that with no warning. And he did. He had to change his style, and he did do. And you know, like in that race, in the second lap, I run wide a few times, and I was pushing as hard as ever and pushing too hard, and I just reined it in, and I just caught sight of Dave, and I thought if I can just see him every now and again. I weren't sure what he was going to do on the last lap. I know he's done it before, and I just held my pace as much as I could without doing too much, not too many revs, and trying to bring it home, and we did do. And a massive thank you to everyone.
And well, we've got to ask, what's the plan tonight then?
Beer, and beer.
And Tom, well, you came here with a best lap last year of 112.979. You've done 3 laps over 114 miles an hour. That's a great big step up this year.
Yeah, massive. I mean, that Friday before the race, Dave turned up and just put 114.6 or something in, and everybody in paddock went, bloody hell, where did that come from? And you know, when we all thought, right, well, he's away with it then. And in the first race, you know, we found it somehow. Well, Ben found it, you know, and he just sort of smoothed it out and picked the lines perfect, let it run, and well, it was awesome to be a part of, you know. And to have that disappointment up at Kate's, you know, it rocks your world a bit. You know, there's a few pictures of us sat outside at Craigney Bar pub, both head in hand like that. But you know, we've got such a good team. We got back and we were sort of had his heads down, sorry to everybody, and Claffey just come in, you know, big hand clap and said, you know, don't you worry about that. You've unlocked it. You're somewhere near. We know you can do it. Don't worry. Just pick yourselves back up and we'll carry on Wednesday. And we have, you know, we're brothers. We work together. We smile together. We shout at each other together. So we just got it all out, and we all pulled together. The whole team pulled together and come and did this today. And it's just, you know, a bit speechless really. It's just a dream come true. And that sounds a bit of a cliche, but I mean that from the bottom of my heart, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the Sure Sidecar Race 2, Tom and Ben Birchall.